XIETY is a short film written and directed by myself and my wife Karen Torres. XIETY was a 5-day production and took place in 5 different locations. Going into my road reel competition, we wanted to get into Val's head. The Rode Soundfield NT-SF1 ambisonic microphone was the perfect way to add depth to our film. Growing up with general anxiety, I wanted to share visual representations of how I've felt and maybe many others have felt during a panic attack.
I'm used to being in front of the camera, but this is the first time that I've experienced being behind the camera. This is my first written and directed short film along with my husband. When Carlos and I wrote this short film, we wanted to help the viewer understand just a little bit of what it feels like to have anxiety in a panic attack. I don't have anxiety and Carlos does. So writing this short film was almost a dance to where we both needed to understand the steps for us to make this a whole. It was really tough for me to go into those dark places. Not tough to be in those dark places, but tough to be in them for the moments that were really important, like Val being in the shed and that moment of stillness and then quick panic. And then the very intense scene at the end with Leron, to where she's breaking down crying because she thinks that she's going to die and there's nobody there, and Leron comes and saves her. Being in those moments of complete despair and panic and danger, and then snapping right out of it and going behind the camera and saying, how was that shot? How did it look? While wiping my snot and my tears away.
I always wanted to make a short film that gave a representation of what it's like to have a panic attack. Sometimes individuals couldn't make sense of when I would say I couldn't breathe or why I had to remove myself from the table. But anxiety doesn't make sense. But through these visuals, we wanted to accomplish an experience that isn't comfortable, that although you seem normal on the outside, it's not fine in the inside. And that's what XIETY is all about. And we couldn't have done it without our amazing DP Jake Sloniker, our line producer CC French, and our PAs and everybody that allowed us to film at their locations and just put their hand in this production.